Hi, everybody.
Hello.
It's your host, Joanne.
And Giselle.
Just two sisters on a podcast here to discuss any and everything.
Welcome back to your morning cup of
Joe
and Jiz. Let's get into it.
Shorty, get your morning cup of Joe and Jiz. Joe gon' say what's happening, baby. Just say what it is. Two sisters on a mission. Filipinos representing. Turn us up while you do the dishes. Listen up while your husband tripping. Our thoughts on thoughts. What's better, bottom or the top? Does he really hit your spot? What makes you hot? What's acceptable and what's not? We gon' talk about a lot. Asian culture got it on lock. Welcome to your morning cup of
Joe and Jiz.
Woo!
What if I played that while I was giving birth?
Just on repeat?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, it's great. I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Yeah. I'd be like, can I put on a song,
Can I?
please?
I need something to calm
It's
me.
too quiet in here.
Can you? Is that possible?
I don't know, because it'll be like surgery.
Oh, yeah. I keep
So
forgetting.
I don't know what
Yeah.
they'll allow in.
Yeah. Well, you'll be awake, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally
Okay.
awake. I just won't feel anything from like waist down.
Got it. How long is the actual, like the first time? How long were you there for?
Like days or for like
No,
in the
just
surgery room?
In the surgery room.
Not long. Maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, really? So you were
I don't
just
think it was long.
chilling? Were you just talking to mom the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. No, yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
I know.
imagine, like,
Yeah. Because
but you're not like, woo, or you just feel normal?
just numb.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
They don't get, no, yeah, I was just numb. Like I
Okay.
couldn't, like I got like super anxious.
Mm-hmm.
I got like scared because I was like, I don't feel shit.
Oh, so you felt like claustrophobic in a sense?
Kind of, and just like the fear of like not being able to move.
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. So it was emergency C-section, right? So then I had to like go in. They brought me to the operating room, and at first it's like by myself because they have to like get everything sterile. And then the anesthesiologist came and was like, okay, I'm gonna put the epidural in your back. So then like the nurse is like holding me because they don't necessarily know like how fast the epidural is gonna like kick in because everyone's different. Sometimes some people need more, sometimes people need less. They're like the nurse is like in front of me, like I'm on a table, and then I'm sitting here, the anesthesiologist is behind me, and then like you have to open up the space in your back, so she has
you
me
have
like
to-
hug her,
Yeah.
so it opens it up, and then he puts it in. Like it hurts
Like 1
because
to
it's
10.
a big old needle,
Yeah, like 1 to 10.
but I have a high threshold, so
oh, shit. Okay.
like I could feel that it hurt,
Yeah.
but I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Like that wasn't the worst pain you felt.
No,
Okay.
definitely not. No. And then they like helped me lay down, and then I was like laying down, and I was like, oh my gosh, shoot! I was like, shoot! I should have asked if I could pee first. And so I was like, oh my god! So I was like the nurse is there, and she's like prepping me, because then they have to like basically like not really tie you to the table, but just so you don't like fall,
Oh, okay.
because I have no control.
Yeah.
Lays down. But I didn't know this yet. I'm thinking I could still move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because this was what, not even 5 minutes after?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like they helped me lay down. And so then that was it. And at that point I could still feel
Oh, your toes.
like my
or
leg.
something.
Like I
Okay.
feel like I helped put my legs up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but I don't think I did. I think they lifted my legs for me. But I'm thinking I'm doing something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh shoot. And I was like, is it too late for me to go to the bathroom? And then they were like, just go. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you have a catheter. It's going.
Oh.
I didn't even know
Oh my God.
that they stuck a catheter in me.
So there was a tube in your pee hole.
Yeah,
And you
already.
had no idea.
No. Because what happens is, so like they help me lay down, right? Or I laid down, and then they drape you already.
Okay.
So like they already like sterilized my belly. They put the drape over me, so I don't see anything past my belly.
Okay.
And so I guess when they did that, they already put the catheter.
Got
But I don't feel it.
Yeah. So it kicked in
I didn't
quick.
feel them spreading my legs.
Dang.
I didn't feel them put the catheter in. Nothing. And mind you, this was all like I had to be like 5 minutes
Yeah.
time because I'm like, oh shoot, I should ask if I could go pee first.
Yeah.
Because they weren't even like, we're putting the catheter.
Yeah, no. Wow.
So I was like, is it too late for me to go to the bathroom?
Like, you're good, girl. Go ahead.
And they're like, no, just go. And I was like, no. And they're like, no, we put a catheter. I was like, when the fuck did you put a catheter? What? So they did all that. Then they have like mom came in.
Okay. All suited up and everything.
Yeah. So she was already dressed. Like Ryan was like, no, I might pass out. So then mom came with me. I think he was scared too. And I was scared because we didn't know what was going to happen. It was, and I think he was like, he would rather had mom there versus him.
Yeah. Like if anything were to happen, at least mom knew.
Yeah. And like knew the questions to ask and stuff. So then they let mom in, and then like the doctor's like testing me, like what I could feel.
Okay.
So he's like, do you feel that? And I was like, no.
Feel what?
Yeah. And then he was like, I'm pinching you. Can you feel that? And I was like, no. And then he was like, okay, so we're going to start. So then like they cut me. They have to cut like through layers because like they're getting into
the sac, right? Yeah.
So then he's like, are you still numb? And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel anything. If anything, all I felt was like tugging. Like I could feel that they were moving stuff around.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as like pain, no
pain.
No, nothing. And then I started getting nervous because I thought like it was coming up where I wouldn't feel myself up here, like breathing. So then I think I started to like hyperventilate, and I was like, and then I was like looking at the monitor, and my heart rate's like going up.
Oh,
and I'm like, Joanne, you need to calm the fuck down. So then I was like, I just like closed my eyes, and I was like, I was like just breathing slow, and then my heart rate started to come down. I was like, get your shit together, girl.
You got one job, just lay here.
And so everything happened, and whatever. So then they brought me, like they closed me up, whatever. And then I went to the room, and I could not move.
Oh, still.
Like I was trying to like scoop myself up. No, it's like dead weight down here. So I was like, oh, I can't even move up.
Yeah.
Nothing. So I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah. How long were you like paralyzed for?
Shoot, I want to say probably like till late that night.
This was early morning?
No, I had it. I think they came. It was like 7 or 8
p.m. Oh, okay.
I want to say 7. I probably didn't feel nothing till like the next early morning because I couldn't move by myself, and it was like so frustrating because I was like trying to like hold Jalen, all that, and like trying to move, and I couldn't move.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, and then that was another thing, and then I was like, I thought it was gonna like wear off. Fast, and when it wasn't, I was like getting nervous.
Oh, I see.
Because I was like, why am I still so numb?
Yeah. So by the time I got there late at night, you were still
yeah.
Oh.
I think it was probably like the next day was when I was like fully, because even the next day they were like, okay, let's take your catheter out, and then they had me like I still had to walk with somebody. I think they had me in the wheelchair because they weren't sure if I could like walk yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because just like how fast or not fast it could work, it's like the same when it wears off. Like it could take like some people only like a few hours, and some people like a whole day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's one of my fears, that either I'm too late to the hospital to get the epidural, or that it wears off. That I get it too soon and it wears off.
Oh.
Yeah. So, it's scary.
No, yeah. So at least this time I kind of like,
you know what to expect.
Know, and what to expect.
Oh,
so it's like, okay.
So with that being said, are you ready?
I mean, as ready as I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
For right now, I guess. Yeah. But so just packing. I need to still pack my hospital bag. Some people like I've been seeing are like so in depth in what they pack.
Yeah, I see TikTok videos.
And I'm like, I don't need all that. And then some are like, this is what you really just need, and it's like so simple. So I'm like, okay. So of course I need to pack like toiletries. I know they have stuff there, but it's like hospital, like shampoo. You know what I mean?
They have like shower.
Yeah, because I took a shower there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I'm gonna be there for at least 3 days.
Oh yeah.
So I just need to pack like toiletries, makeup if I want to wear makeup, my contact lens solution in case for sure. Because last time I didn't even have that.
Yeah. So last time, what did you wish you had?
Everything. Because I didn't have nothing.
No, why?
I didn't have
ready.
No, because I went to my appointment.
Oh, that's right. You weren't.
It was just a routine appointment, and then they were like, "Oh, you gotta go."
Yeah.
And that's when nobody fucking answered their phone.
Watch the episode. It's great.
Lord, I didn't have anything, so no phone charger.
Dang.
Nothing. I didn't have my glasses. I just had my contacts. I didn't have like my contact case.
Oh my god. Okay.
I didn't have no clothes.
Yeah.
Nothing. So remember, I had to like, ask you guys to go get me clothes. I had to have Ryan bring me my contact stuff. I didn't have anything. I didn't even have like slippers. I went in my scrubs because I was like at work and then went to my appointment.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I mean I needed everything at that point. But yeah, I think this time I even asked my friend like, what did you pack in your hospital bag? And the hospital provides you with some of the stuff. So she was like, I really didn't pack any gowns because she was like, I didn't want like blood on my clothes, or whatever.
True.
And so it was like, I just brought like what I'm gonna go home in, and then just like the regular stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I went to Walmart and I got like my toiletries stuff. I don't know yet if I want to bring makeup, like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Some were even saying like if you want to like curl your hair, straighten it, bring that.
Oh.
But it's like that's not really, I don't think, my priority.
Yeah.
And do I want to bring all that shit,
Exactly.
They're like, yeah, bring your hairbrush.
Just have your hair braided or something.
Probably. I did buy like jammies and like nursing gowns. But I don't know if I want to bring it or just have it at home.
At home.
I might bring it since it's a nursing one.
Okay.
It's the ones where you could just like
pop out of
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like bringing your nursing bras. But yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna need too much.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
I was even like, what if whatever I wear is what I go home in? Like, why bring extra shit?
Yeah.
And then the baby wise, they give you like diapers and stuff there. So I think I really just need like clothes to bring him home in.
Yeah, not too much then. Are you gonna like have Jordan stay all 2 nights?
I don't know, because I don't even know if Ryan will stay.
Oh, I see.
But I think like the first night, I don't know if they let her stay.
Oh, okay. I
know she won't want to leave.
Yeah.
She'll be like, no, I want to stay.
Yeah.
But if her dad goes home, then she'll be like, okay, I could go home. So I don't know yet. I don't expect Ryan to stay all 3 days.
Yeah.
That's a lot. He'll probably just get on my nerves. And then Jordan will get on my nerves too. I'm like, just go.
Just leave.
Just leave. But definitely the first night, for sure.
Yeah.
I hope to be able to go after 2 nights. But my doctor said usually it's 2 to 3 nights.
Oh, so. Okay. So just depending on how fast you recover, I guess.
And if everything's like stable.
Yeah.
But the packing shit, I don't know. I was like looking up on Pinterest, like some of them are really in depth. And I'm like, I don't think I need all that.
Yeah. And if anything, you're going to have visitors. So if you need anything, just be like, hey, bring this.
Can you bring this for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Bring headphones if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have like a TV there too, so.
Oh. Ooh, time's a ticking.
I know. So yeah, that's the only thing I need to do is pack and then put the car seat in the car. And then that's
just
it.
Wait. Yeah.
Just wait.
The nesting are you done?
Pretty much. I already washed all his clothes. I just need to sterilize like the bottles.
Okay.
Which I'll do soon. Everything's like already what is it, like unpacked.
Oh, okay.
And like opened already. So like the bottles just need to go and get sterilized. Like, and the pacifiers too.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I got my breast pump. My insurance paid for it, so
nice.
Got that. I'm gonna bring it just so that way the lactation nurse can see what I have and then like give me any pointers on it.
Yeah, that's good.
They said that was like a suggestion on thing to bring that, so that way they can like teach you how to like give you
it. Yeah.
I mean, I had a different one before, but at least with this one, like maybe different techniques or something. Yeah. So
you were breastfeeding for a little bit, no? Like, were you
She never
developing
really
milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan had breast milk for like 6-7 months.
Oh, okay.
Or even 8. But she never latched, so it was always like pumping. So she always had bottle, but it was breast milk.
Oh, okay.
And then because she was a preemie and she was like underweight, the breast milk always had to be mixed with formula. Uh-huh. So it wasn't always just straight.
Got it.
Breast milk.
Did you ever taste your breast milk?
I think I did. It was like sweet. It's like a sweet.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm very curious. I asked Neil if he would. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So hopefully he latches.
Yeah.
Jordan didn't really latch. She would latch, but it wasn't like long. Mm-hmm. She would, I think because she was in the NICU, so she was used to like bottle. Mm-hmm. For a while she was getting fed through the tube.
The tubes, yeah.
And then when they transitioned her to the bottle, then I think she was just used to that.
Yeah.
So she didn't really she would latch for a little bit and then
Understandable.
not take. So yeah, hopefully he latches.
Yeah. You want to breastfeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't, at least I could do the pump. I could pump and still give him breast milk. So.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the last thing to do is really just to put the car seat in the car and pack. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Crazy.
And then just ready. Ready.
Yeah. But yeah, like we said before in our last episodes, just follow her social medias if you want to keep up to date because we are pre-recording this. Speaking of babies, have you seen the new Miss Rachel? Her name is Miss Emily. You know who Miss Rachel is, right?
So Miss Rachel's new to me.
Oh, okay.
I think we were just talking about this at our Friendsgiving. I think Miss Rachel's kind of been around for a few years, but I think she just got popular the last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's why I just kind of heard of her. Because when Jordan was little, she didn't do Miss Rachel.
Yeah.
We did, my generation was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yes.
And then they did a animated version, so it's Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
Okay.
And it's based on if you watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and he would go to the land of make-believe, there was the tiger. The puppet, the Daniel Tiger. So then they made that.
What? That's what it is?
Yeah.
I had no idea this whole time.
Oh, girl. Yeah. So if you watch Mr. Rogers and then he goes into the land where he takes the trolley supposedly into the land of make-believe, there is where you'll meet Daniel Tiger.
Oh,
and he's the puppet.
gosh.
And so the latest versions of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is called Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. And that's where that came from.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So when Jordan was young, that's what she watched.
Daniel Tiger, yeah.
And that's where she learned, because I love Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And so, it's still kind of that, except it's not Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
That's what she was learning.
Yeah. Okay. But, nowadays, Miss Rachel is, the new Mr. Rogers, essentially. The new, learning thing, especially for, little babies.
Okay.
I would say, people or babies are either Cocomelon or Miss Rachel. It's either or. That's how it is, right? So Miss Rachel, in general, she's she's studied children and kids and how they develop and their learning skills and all that. So she has background in child studies.
Okay.
So she started making videos for the kids to learn, and just the way she goes about it, it seems I
think it was because I want to say I heard it was because her, I don't know if son was kind of I think that's why she even first wanted to create it to help her son kind of learn.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the background to that, but that'd be I would understand why.
Yeah.
But the way she does it, it's the different pitches of tones she used really is there's an importance to it, and and then the way she points things, and it's very logical. Her method is very well thought out. And great, kids love her. I see videos all the time about kids' faces lighting up when she comes on screen, and they're really learning, you know. And then I just recently seen that there's this new, I think she started on YouTube. Her name is Miss Emily, and like no lie, it's like copy paste of Miss Rachel. Like same hairstyle, same color, same outfit.
Why are you trying to copy?
Yeah, and then she's like, she's not like American. Like she has an accent, and it sounds Russian. I could be wrong, but it sounds Russian. So imagine a Russian woman trying to like talk to babies, like very like
hard.
Yeah, very harsh. So
because their like accents harsh.
Yes, they're just so she tries to do the whole high pitch voice, but it's not. You know?
I heard that because I think my friends that we had Friendsgiving with, their son that's like 1, he watches Miss Rachel, and he's like, they had it on for him, and he was just like
glued
to it. And it's my friend was saying like, that's what she was saying, that like kids listen to high pitched more, so that's why her voice is so. But that's like her voice too.
Exactly,
it's like high pitched.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, but he was like so just captivated and just like into it. Like it didn't matter what you were doing around him. He was just like watching. He was like, I don't care about nobody else in this room.
Miss Rachel. Yeah. So it's just crazy how like, okay, if you're trying to do something like that for the kids, do your own thing, you know? Like,
but you don't gotta dress like and do all that. Like do your own thing.
Miss Rachel needs to sue. Like it's crazy. Yeah. And then I see videos of like parents showing their kids Miss Emily, the new one, and then they're all like crying, or they're like no. Yeah, like who the hell?
What bootleg version?
Exactly.
Is this a bootleg oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so that's why I just saw that.
I think I just saw, like, I found out about Miss Rachel like just a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Because I think I just started seeing it. Like, parents were like, oh, my kid is like stuck on Miss Rachel. And I'm like, who is Miss Rachel?
Yeah. I've known about it for a few years now, I want to say.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Well, because, like, who's going to watch it? You know, exactly. Like, I don't have anyone watching it.
Yeah.
So, like, and Jordan's out of that right now. She's, like, into Paw Patrol and, like, Bluey. So, yeah. So, it's totally different.
Oh, yeah.
Just hearing about her and how she, like...
really, like...
captivates.
Positive,
like I'm like, oh, kids. That's good.
It is, and it's like good content, like educational content. You know,
Oh, good, Miss Emily.
Who the hell?
What the heck? I can't. There's just so many though when we were younger on PBS.
Mr.
Arthur. Rogers, Arthur.
Sesame Street was a big one.
Sesame Street, I think, is still out, but it's not as like.
It's more animated, right? It's less puppetry.
It's still puppetry. Yeah, but I don't think it's like as popular. Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
What else was there?
Barney
Reading Rainbow. Barney. I just saw, I don't know if I sent it to you on Instagram, and then it was Molly and the Big Comfy Couch.
Oh, yeah.
It was like...
She was
if you
clown,
remember
right?
that,
yeah.
I think it was like, don't forget to do your clock stretches. Because she would be, I'm like, girl, you are flexible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had that kind of.
No, yeah. All right. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good.
So, anyways.
Yeah. Trip down memory lane real quick.
So, I love watching like mukbangs and like food reviews.
You're a big foodie, yes.
Yeah. So like only because it's kind of like I would want to know before I went there.
Yeah. Just see
like what to get. Yeah. You know, like whatever.
What people recommend.
So I've been watching Keith Lee.
Okay.
On TikTok.
Yes. If you don't know who that is.
I used to watch him before he even, I think he just became like watching food, like doing food reviews like in the last year maybe.
Yeah.
But before that, his wife was like pregnant. So he would like film content of him getting like her cravings.
Oh.
You know, so that's when I was watching. But I know he was even before that because he's a fighter.
Oh, yeah. And his brother is like famous too, right? Yeah.
So I don't think he fights anymore, but he used to be a fighter himself. And then anyways, but he's based out in Vegas. And then when I actually was like running into his channel, you know how you just when you scroll, so when I was seeing him at first, it was like he was basically doing like store runs for like his wife.
Yeah.
Like in her pregnancy cravings.
Yeah.
Or like he would just be going out to like pick up dinner to cook or whatever. And then it like transitioned into him doing like food reviews.
Yeah.
From like different places. And so I've been watching him like ever since. And he's like so humble and so like
transparent,
and he's so like real, like about how like he feels about it. Like he's not doing it for money.
Yeah.
He's more like really doing it for like, if you're really good, then
he'll tell you that you got good food.
Yeah. And even if it's bad, and like the way he does his, what is it, like his criticism, it's not like putting anyone down. He's always just very like,
this is my opinion.
Yeah. This is my own taste bud.
Yeah.
Like, and he always still, even if he doesn't have like a good experience, or if he feels like that taste isn't for him, he still like is promoting the place.
Yeah.
Like, go for yourself to see. And he was like, because this is just based on my experience, based on my taste buds.
Yeah.
And he's always just like, but you guys still go.
Yeah. He's like, no hate. Like,
no hate. Yeah. He's like, still go, because if I don't like it, doesn't mean you won't like it. So he's still all about like, still show them support. Still, don't hate on them kind of thing.
And he's like, this is what he's known for, like his honest review.
Yeah. And so he's done a lot for like a lot of places.
Like places even like reach out to him, offer him like a free meal,
and he's always says no.
Yeah, he says no, and he still gives his like honest review. He pays for it, he tastes it, and then he still gives his honest review. Yeah.
So what he does is, he doesn't, when he orders, he doesn't say that it's him. He's always like under an alias, or he has his family pick it up, just because he doesn't want
to be treated differently,
and then he doesn't want anyone to sway his, like, don't cook me a better meal because it's me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, cook me what you would cook
every
the
other
next person in line. So that's why he always does it like anonymously, under an alias, or he has his family do it. Like, whoever pick it up,
makes sense, which is great,
because of course if he's coming,
of course you're gonna do extra stuff,
like stuff you wouldn't do, like, ooh, let me put this on it. Would you do that though? Like, is that really on your menu? So he wants like the real. If he's trying to give you his real, he wants you to give him your real.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's always just humble. Like, he's so humble and grateful and thankful.
He doesn't have like a big head. Like, he, like, obviously he knows he has a platform.
Yeah.
But he doesn't show it, basically. No. He's not like, oh, I'm Keith Lee, like
he uses his platform to like promote being like a good person. That,
on top of like small businesses that are trying to like,
he does a lot of the reviews for like small mom and pop shops and people that are like, like maybe don't have good marketing or good, like how to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
So I know sometimes he gets people like the places have like request him to come, and he never tells them when he's coming. He's just like, in the back of my head, that's the place. Yeah.
He also does like some like volunteer work. No, like he gives back,
donate. Yeah, he does a lot of donate. So like, I know he like bought out an ice cream truck, and then he was just like, just give it away.
Yeah, type
so
deal.
He does that kind of stuff. Of course, I'm pretty sure they do like a lot of donations,
like food stuff. Yeah.
So sometimes he'll like pay like, okay, here's $1,000, give away food until you reach that amount. To people, or he'll do like shoes. He'll give away shoes. Like, he'll be like, I think he gave away like, I don't know how many pairs, but he was like, just the first 20 people could get these 20 pairs of shoes or whatever. So he does a lot of like that kind of stuff too. But he's just so like very, what does he always say? He always just says like, I'm a vessel. Like, this is what God wants me to do, type of thing, which makes him even more like likable.
Yeah, because he's genuine.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are like, that's so fake. Like they call him fake and whatever. But I mean, just don't watch his channel. Or don't watch him.
Yeah.
So him and his family have been doing like food tours. So I know they went to like Chicago.
Like around the States, right?
Yeah. And then I know he's done like LA. But not like a real food tour in LA. But he's like made
like stops here and there.
Yeah. Vegas for sure, because that's where he's from. But his latest one was Atlanta.
Okay.
And that's where like all this controversy came. And I was like, this is so dramatic for somebody that's just giving like an honest review,
his own opinion
of his experience.
Yeah.
Like, how can you tell somebody their experience?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell her how she feels about her, like whatever she just did. Same vice versa. Like, you can't tell somebody like their experience.
Exactly.
But anyway, so his latest food tour was in Atlanta. I guess some people are saying like, oh, it's like people have been talking about Atlanta's food scene for a while, but it didn't get like brought into the light until Keith Lee did his reviews. So I guess Atlanta has like a lot of like strict
like rules
stuff. Yeah.
Like with restaurants.
And then I don't really know if it was because of COVID or if it's always been like that, but some people are saying it's been that way even before COVID. So it's like, I think there was some some rules or like no takeout. Like you can't call in an order and take it out. Like you have to eat there.
Okay.
Then there was like, oh, some places don't seat more than like a group of 5.
Oh, okay.
And then it was so weird. And then it was like, oh, if it's more than 5, automatic gratuity. Oh. But you just said you don't seat more than 5. Yeah. So how, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Okay.
Which is the same, I think, like, I think here, like, if you have a big party, like a party.
Like 6 or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even 8 for some.
Yeah.
Then they automatically put gratuity, which is fair. But over, like, their rules were just so ridiculous.
Yeah. Like
from what, like, people were talking about. And, like, this was even coming from people that lived in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So it was
like from the source.
Yeah. So it was like, what the heck? And it was like establishments, like people had to pay for parking.
Oh, really?
Just to eat at the restaurant. Like it wasn't even separate. It was separate.
Really?
It wasn't even part of the thing. It was just like parking.
Like public parking. Yeah. Basically they had to pay for. What? Okay.
So it was like weird. Like it's so weird. Like here, most restaurants, I feel like it's like downtown. Of course you gotta pay for parking. But like, I don't know. It was like so weird.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I feel like a lot of people were like bringing it to light. Like this is really how Atlanta is. Like this is how the food scene is out here. And they're like, "Whoa, we're so happy," because then maybe like things will change. Now that like it's brought to light.
Yeah.
But again, he wasn't doing it out of malice. He was just like, this is my like experience.
And this is,
even like his wording, he has like good like speech.
Yes.
Like the way he words everything. Because he wasn't like, there was like no malice in his.
No malice, no bias. Like no bias.
No. It was all like.
Very.
Yeah. If anything, he was like, I had an interesting experience. It was like. This is something, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that shit was shitty, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that.
It was more of like, this is out of my norm.
Yeah.
But this is how they do things. And I guess.
So that's how he was like saying it. Like, oh, like this is not what I'm used to, but out here, this is how they do it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like putting, like, again, he never puts anything down.
Yeah.
He never puts anyone down, nothing. So his word game is very strong. Like he's like really good with his words. There's just no malintent in his
reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gave his honest reviews. I mean, there were some restaurants he was like, as you can see, I don't have any bags.
Yeah.
And he was like, just because we couldn't order takeout or whatever. One thing I know he like hates is that he does not like when you try to give him special treatment. He's like, no.
And that's where the humble comes from.
Because there was like a restaurant, I guess, out there that was like, because he doesn't go in, he always has his family go in.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, the wait's gonna be like an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And so he was like, they were like, okay, so they were just gonna go somewhere else. And then he went in, and they're like, oh, we could seat you in 5 minutes. And then he was like, did something change?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, just like a table opened up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And he was like, because you just told
my wife
and my sister,
yeah,
they had to wait an hour.
Yeah.
And what changed? So then he was like, no, we're gonna go somewhere else.
Exactly.
And then also there was another restaurant, I think they were like trying to get him to come sit and eat when they found out it was him. And he was like, no, there's all these people in line. You got people waiting in their cars.
Yeah.
Waiting to be called to sit down.
Yeah.
And he was like, I
just got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not taking a table until they all get seated.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like he's like so fair.
He wants to be treated like normal so that he can give an honest review. Yeah.
And I think he hardly ever sits down in the restaurant with his family.
Yeah.
He always does his reviews in the car or in the vehicle.
Yeah, or at home.
Yeah. Even when he would like when they're on the food tours, they bring his food out. Like his family will bring the food out to him so he could do it in the car because then they don't know that he's there.
Exactly.
And then like it's after he does his review, then he'll go into the restaurant because then he like pays or whatever. And then he also gets like the reviews from like his family, like on customer service, like how was the service that you guys got, you know. I don't know, it was just this big old controversy with him being in Atlanta, especially with one restaurant that was like
got all
so
upset.
bad,
got all butthurt, basically.
Butthurt. It was one that he couldn't even get anything, and then it was like they had like closed like 2 hours before they were supposed to close, talking about they were doing a deep clean. But then he saw that people were still buying food. And then
because like his family went in trying to order, and then that's what they were saying. They were saying that they said they were closed because they were deep cleaning.
Yeah, but then he said he saw people
go in
still picking up food.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, let me go and find out what's up. And then they were like, oh, what do you want to order? When he went in. And he was like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Like, no, you just don't, like, you just said you were doing a deep clean. Now you want to see this too? So when that restaurant, like, they did a whole video and they're like, who is he?
Yeah, like clapping back. Like they're like, who is he?
Yeah, like who is that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know him. Like, stop.
Exactly.
He didn't even say anything bad.
Yeah.
He was just like, I didn't get food to review, so I'm not going to have a review.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But they turned it into like a whole thing. And then, of course, people are like, you know who he is. Don't act.
Exactly.
It was just very like distasteful.
Yeah. And then their argument was like, no, like a part of it was like, yeah, that's how it is here, you know, like yada yada yada. That was their argument, and it's just like, no, like that's not right.
Yeah.
If it is.
Yeah. And I think at some point some restaurants in Atlanta were saying like, we didn't open the business to, what is it? Like, basically they were saying like customer service isn't their number one priority. Like, it's food, like the food. But it's like, if you don't have good customer service, who's going to want to come back?
Exactly. Like, your money is from your customers.
Yeah.
So,
like, for me, if I'm like, ooh, I want to try this restaurant, and somebody's like, ooh, don't, because like they just treat you shitty, then I'm not even going to go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even if like they'd be like, oh, the food was good, but like they really like,
yeah, they don't care.
They
basically.
don't.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Because it's all about customer service in any, I think, industry, really.
Any service industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were like,
I was gonna say, except like I purposely go to like 3-star rated like pho shops or like Asian spots, because that's how you know it's like authentic food.
Yeah.
But it has to be 3.5-star rating, because they have to have, you know, like in their culture, it's like they don't care, you know, they don't care about the tips, you know, here's your food, you're done, you know, they're very attentive.
Yeah.
But if it's like if it's a 5-star Asian place, then we know it's like whitewashed. You know,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the only time I'm like, okay, I don't care about customer service.
Yeah.
But like in America, like American tradition, customer service is
because who's really gonna go back?
Exactly.
Like just how you did that, like just how they did that, like distasteful video. Like they already lost how many people?
Exactly.
Because it was kind of like, what'd you have to do that for when he wasn't even coming after you? It was just, he basically was just saying like, I didn't get any food.
Yeah.
This is my experience on what happened. So I didn't get any food to review for you guys.
But if you guys still want to try it, go ahead.
Go. Yeah, which is what he always says. He always says like, just still go. Even if like, even the taste of the food, he'll even be like, this is too spicy for me, but if you like spice, this will probably be like a 10 out of 10 for you. Or like if it's salty or not enough salt, he's like, I like salt. And he's like, so if like you don't like salt, then this maybe you might not like this as much as I do. So he's always still like gives like his input. Yeah. But he's still like, again, this is like my taste buds.
Yeah, my opinion. Yeah.
Because just like us, like I have a different spice level than all my family. You know what I mean? So I could be like, ooh, that was like real spice. I could be like, ooh, that's like a 8 level spice. And they're like, what?
That's like a 3.
Like mild. Yeah. They're like, this is mild. And I'm like, no. So he like gives his opinion, but still like
consider it.
Reinforces that you should still try it. Yeah. Because his taste buds are different from like, I know he says he doesn't like sweets and like sugary stuff, but he still does eat some. And he's like, oh, I really like that because it's not as sweet. And, or if it's too sweet, he's like, you guys might really like this. This might be like a 10 out of 10 for you guys, but for me, it's just too sweet, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. So, yeah. And then a lot of people just was, I don't know, like a lot of people were on his side, like his whole Atlanta food tour. Yeah. But like, there was just some people, especially the restaurants, were like,
he don't know how it is here. You know, like it don't work like that here. Like type deal. But
and then some restaurants, even if he wasn't able to give a review, some of them were like, thank you for still coming. Yeah. And still trying to at least try to have our food. Yeah. But it was just that one that was like,
that got petty and was just butthurt.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's really? On you. That's on them. Bad business move. Yeah.
Because he has a big following.
Yes. Very large. And it shows the restaurants that he does visit, like for like a week after that he posts a video, it's like popping for like at least a week or a few days.
No, yeah, there's even some that are like still busy. Yeah. Like they have like a constant flow now. Because a lot of it is the marketing. Like that's what he always says. Like, I'm just using my platform. Like, he's like, I'm just a vessel for these shops. Like, because, you know what I mean? Like, they just don't have the marketing, the right marketing to even, like, put themselves out there. Yeah. Like that. So, I don't know. Like, what? I don't know why there's such a controversy.
I know. Yeah. They're just mad that they got a bad.
I feel like you have to, like, watch all his... Because even, like, that football player, Ocho Cinco, he, like, tried to, like... talk down on him and was like, who is he? He's not even a real food critic. He didn't go to school for that. Blah 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 blah, and was just like talking shit. Like he's like, you're putting down businesses and doing all that, like
when you don't have credentials or something.
And then he was like, these are people hard-earned money trying to grow a business and you just tear them down. And then people are like, what are you talking about? Exactly. Like, they're like, have you seen his videos? Yeah. He never puts down anybody. Exactly. Like, all the stuff he was saying, we were like, you could tell you don't watch him. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're just going off of, like, one incident. And even in that incident...
You didn't even watch that incident video.
Yeah. He did nothing of any of that. Yeah. That you're, like, trying to say.
Exactly.
If any business is down, it's like them.
Because they like clap back when they no.
Yeah. And it was just weird to me that they would say like customer service isn't our like number one. Yeah. We didn't go into business for customer service.
Yeah. It's just you're just telling your customers that you don't care about them. Yeah. So why would they care about you?
Why would they want to go there?
Exactly.
They're like we opened a business because our food is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that can only last for so long.
Yeah.
Like,
your food can pay your bills then.
Yeah. Like, your food is good, but like, who wants to really come back to shitty service?
Exactly.
So yeah. So anyways, he was like talking all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then his daughter had to get him in check. Like, we love Keithley.
The restaurant's
daughter? No. The football player's daughter.
Oh, the one that was talking shit.
Yeah, the one that was talking shit. She like had to school him. And he was like, no, we ride for Keith Lee. Mm-hmm. And she was like, watch his shit. And then he did like a whole
like apology
thing.
That's right.
And he was like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know him. And he was like, but what he's really doing for the community, yeah,
bitch, do your research
before you talk down. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so it's like, you don't like, I don't know. It's
haters.
Yeah. So he was like, let me retract my statement. But yeah, like, if you don't watch, I mean, you have to watch all, like, not all, but if you even watch like 5 of his videos, you could see what he's about. Like, you could get through 3 videos and know like the type of person he's trying to be, you know what I mean, and who he is. So it's kind of like, why are you?
Yeah.
What are you guys trying to do?
Exactly.
Because it was even getting serious where,
like, he was thinking about stopping the whole thing.
Yeah. But he was even getting serious to where he was like, he wanted to stop, like, thinking about it. He was thinking about stopping the whole thing because his family was getting threatened.
Oh, damn. Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then it was like, why are you threatening his family?
Yeah, exactly.
And then he was basically like, do it. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know he's a fighter.
Right? Exactly.
Like, he's not just a food reviewer.
Yeah.
He's not just like somebody who collects shoes.
Yeah.
He is a fighter.
He will beat your ass.
So
do it.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But no, like, I personally like him. Like, what he stands for, just even how he treats his family. He's just so humble.
Yeah.
And just so, like, whatever he gets, he, like, gives back.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Times 10. You know what I mean? Like, and he's just, like he says, he's just, like, somebody that's put back here as a vessel for God to, like,
help other people
do what he does. And so, I don't know. He's just such a humble guy that it's kind of hard, like, to not ride for him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all
he's
these people,
done nothing wrong. Like,
no.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird how, like, that just goes to show, like, how some people hear one thing but interpret it a different way when everyone else hears one thing. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, we're not hearing what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get that from his statement? You know what I mean? I'm like, see, I was like, this is when people need to learn comprehension.
Yeah.
Like, did you comprehend what he just said or no? Like, I don't know. But yeah, that was like a big thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was like a big thing for like a whole week. Like, on social media.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't like stop.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
he hasn't, right?
No.
Okay.
I think their next food tour he just announced is going to be in Texas.
Oh, dang. Okay.
I forgot what city he said, but he's gonna go to Texas.
Yeah.
He should do San Diego though.
Do we have a lot of good? We have decent food spots.
Yeah, I think they could try, like, mainly taco shops and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a few places that he's reviewed that I want to try that were like in LA. So I want to try some, but
good to know.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the new I forgot what it is, like, bad parenting fee at restaurants? Apparently, if you bring a child and then they're like a menace and all that, then there's a fee.
What?
Yeah, to like charge because they're like running around or whatever.
That's rude.
So yeah, a lot of people are like either with it or for it. Like, a lot, like, parents are like, no, that's discrimination, yada yada yada. But then other people are like, if your kid is acting a ruckus, don't bring him, you know, type deal. So it's, I don't know where they're implementing it. I want to say LA. They're starting in LA, but yeah, it's like a new thing.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of rude though.
I mean, is it though? Like,
I feel for some parents. Like, your kid could be fine and then be good, and then all of a sudden, kids are bipolar.
yeah, but I get that. But if you're just like letting your kid run around and you're not doing anything, yeah, then it's like, bro, get your kid.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But, you know, yeah, that's what I've heard. So,
oh man,
yeah, I don't know if it'll like.
I get it if it's like at a
high-end restaurant.
Yeah,
I get that. But like if an Applebee's is doing that,
like no, why?
Who are you?
yeah. I feel like but also at the same time, if you're going to a high-end restaurant, why are you bringing your kid?
That too. Yeah.
Like I feel like that was like date night,
exactly,
kind of thing, or like girls' night out, or like, you know, like double date kind of thing. Yeah. So I don't know if I would bring a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it was like Olive Garden, Applebee, you know what I mean? Like those are supposed to be like family friendly. So it's kind of like, and if you're complaining, like, you know, kids are going to be there.
Exactly. So why are you? Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like high end 5-star, like those kind of restaurants.
I would get it. Yeah.
I wouldn't think I would bring a kid anyway. So yeah, I would get it.
Yeah.
If they were like, if you bring a kid.
Yeah. And if they're disruptive, then yeah.
But if it's like one of these chain restaurants or something, like, you better get over it.
Yeah. Or like you're just pushing your customers away at that point. Yeah. But I guess
you should be family friendly.
If you're promoting it, basically. But I know there are some people out there that are kidless and that, you know, want that. So I guess they're accommodating for those.
Yeah. But then I feel like at that point you should have like a separate. I feel like some restaurants are big enough to where you could see like families on one side.
Oh, that too. Or just make it a 21 and up. Why charge an extra fee? Yeah. You know, type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I heard. So
oh my god.
No, crazy. Get your kids.
Can't have nothing nice. Lord.
Before we end this episode, I just wanted to shout out, it is 22 years since the release of The Sorcerer's Stone, the first movie of Harry Potter. 22 years. Can you believe that?
How old are you?
Almost 28.
So you were 6?
I was 6 years old, I guess. Yeah. I didn't start like watching it until I was like older, like past like the cartoon and Barney stages. Yeah. So 22 years. Crazy how.
That is crazy.
Like a lot of the actors passed already. Yeah. Like the first Dumbledore passed.
Snape
passed. Hagrid passed. Yeah.
What's his name? Malfoy's mom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy how
I know
to just rewatch.
But some of them died young.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. For health reasons, I think, but still.
But for the anniversary TikTok, or they like a whole bunch of the members did like a TikTok video of just, you know, like saying happy anniversary, whatever. Oh. And then I saw, remember Victor Crumb, the Quidditch player from like the other school?
Yeah.
Tell me why he's like the hottest one that grew up really well.
What? Yeah, I gotta look.
I looked at the comments and everyone was like, but Victor though.
Oh my gosh, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah,
22 years.
I know, crazy.
Okay, guys.
Thank you again for tuning in to another episode. We appreciate it.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Yes, and let us know your thoughts on the whole like
food reviewing,
Keithley. Yeah. But yeah, thank you again, and we will see you next week. Bye.